Hi, welcome to Reacts with Jax. I'm Jax, and today I'm reacting to Daredevil Season 2, Episode 8. This episode is called Guilty as Sin, and I'm really hoping that that is not what the verdict is for the Punisher, because he's in the middle of his epic trial right now, and I just cannot handle him having a guilty verdict. That would not be okay, unless they broke him out of prison. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Matt would do that, but maybe some of the Punisher's friends would do that. I don't know. Does he have friends? Who knows? Come on, Frank. We gotta make sure that you stay out of a horrific prison sentence because I am just not okay with that. Did he murder a bunch of people? Yes. Are we okay with it? Yes. Because it's fictional and we're allowed to be on the side of the murderer so long as the murderer is on our side too. So let's just jump right into this. Make sure you subscribe, like this video if you enjoy this content, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss my next upload. Let's get started.
There.
It just hit. How long was that?
At least
40 stories.
They're on all sides. Half a dozen at least.
You don't get it. I can't get a read on these guys. There's no sound. There's no heartbeat. There's nothing.
They're trying to hide themselves.
How do you know?
They have swords.
Yeah, swords I can hear.
You can't get a heartbeat? Matt can hear things across the city, so his hearing is like impeccable.
Elektra, no!
Oh my god. Hello, Stick. Oh, so he's allowed to kill people? And chop off their hand?
Who wants to get the hell out of here?
So Matt telling her no ended up causing her to get really badly injured. He needs to just allow people to do what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that he has this integrity and that he doesn't want to kill people. But what he did was really dangerous. I mean, that could have been a fatal blow. If I didn't know any better, if I didn't know that the writers really liked this character Elektra, I would think that they might kill her off. But I don't think they're going to. I think she's probably too much of a fan favorite to kill her off too soon.
She's losing too much blood.
Hell of a scrape.
Where are you taking her?
You're still coming. Fast little shits.
Ooh. How are these people capable of catching up with a moving car? People cannot run as fast as cars.
Abby?
Watch your ass. No, she's done.
Yeah, because you told her she wasn't allowed to
Doctors
hit
can't
that
help
person.
her. I can. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is bad. You got baking soda?
Yeah, in the fridge. Why?
Plus whiskey, pliers, black tea. You wanna talk or save your girlfriend?
I don't want pliers.
Her heart's skipping.
Toxins in her bloodstream, shutting the whole thing down.
Is she gonna live?
Baking soda? Need pliers and hot tea.
Is the hot tea for you to drink?
Pliers behind you.
That would so be me in an emergency situation. I'm gonna need some hot tea. Not medically, just for me. Something calming. Is she losing a lot of blood? Because she might need a blood transfusion. It sounds like the weapon was laced with a poison.
No, you're not gonna die. You hear me?
She might.
Elektra. Breathe. Breathe.
Well, she's trying, but the death is trying to stop her from breathing.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
Bring her in here.
Why? Why can't she just be on the couch?
1, 2, 3.
I guess because this is more dramatic.
Clean sheet.
What if he was like, I only have dirty ones?
Stick, take it easy.
Make a goddamn change. You see?
I would just be like, I could die. Just make it easy. This is torture.
Easy, young lady. I'm right here.
Stick is ripped. Let's just have a moment of stick appreciation.
Maddie, use that hearing of yours.
Yeah, it's good. It's steady.
It would so not be steady that quickly. Her adrenaline, she would have gone into shock from all this pain. You ever been in shock before? It's lovely, because you stop feeling all the pain. But your heart rate is not normal.
Tea?
It's just for him.
Thank you.
Ah.
She'll recover.
24 hours will tell. I've known her to pull through worse.
You've known her?
What'd you just say?
Ellie's a real fighter. Always has been.
You know her?
I didn't mention that.
What the hell's going on? How do you know Elektra?
I'm not done in there.
I want some answers.
Not unless you want her to die.
Yeah, do you want her to die? Go make some more tea.
Sit down, Maddie.
You're not the only one who has secrets.
I may have told him just to stay home today.
Whoa, Foggy, what the hell happened yesterday?
I can't do this alone. The whole city is watching. If I screw up, I'd never work either by association.
Foggy, stop thinking about screwing up, about losing.
Colonel Ray Schoonover, United States Marine Corps.
Do you swear to tell the truth?
I do.
I like that actor. Good luck. Gosh, it must be so nerve-wracking being a trial attorney. I never really thought about that because I'm always so focused on the people possibly going to jail.
Colonel, how long have you known the defendant?
But like,
So
you have a
part
job.
of a decade?
So you're familiar with his service in the Middle East, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran?
Yes.
How Lieutenant Frank Castle won the Navy Cross?
Due to the nature of that mission, you'll have to understand that precise circumstances are classified.
How about the part that's not?
Ah.
Lieutenant Frank Castle was part of a small team. He was conducting a close target reconnaissance in the vicinity of the Hindu Kush. The mission became compromised, taking enemy contact on 3 sides. Lieutenant Castle wanted to abort, pulling the plug would save lives. Officer in charge said no. Either way, Frank was right. They were cut off, boxed into a canyon.
He is telling a lot of information for something that's classified.
The officer in charge of that mission got his arm blown off. So Lieutenant Castle assumed command. His only goal was to get his men out alive.
And the crimes he's accused of today? Could the man you knew have committed them?
Absolutely not. Lieutenant Frank Castle that I know is a hero. Man who deserves our respect.
He is capable. He has all the skill sets.
Thank you, sir. No more questions, Your Honor.
People?
I've been thinking about how to argue this case.
I'd like to personally thank you for your service to this country, Colonel.
Obviously, they're trying to make it seem like he didn't do these murders.
But how can we know that it happened the way you described?
Well, perhaps I wasn't clear. I was there, ma'am.
He's the
That
officer.
officer that didn't listen to Frank, got his men trapped. You're looking at him. And believe me when I tell you, I thank God every day that I only lost my arm. That man saved my life, the lives of his entire team. If it was up to me, he'd have a Medal of Honor hanging around his neck.
You should have been prepared with that. You should have been prepared.
How'd you miss that in this file?
All the names were redacted.
Not good.
Oh, shit.
Might couldn't have done it better.
No, he couldn't. You did amazing. Although, to be honest, it was the colonel that really did it. I would feel safe with Frank Castle. I would feel more safe with Frank Castle than the DA. She just lets criminals go. He actually takes care of things.
Yeah, you sure?
Sure as I am of anything. Oh, Jesus. Couldn't we do this already?
I believe we did.
It's about the war.
What is it?
All of it.
All of it, Matt.
Roxxon, Midland Circle, the damn hole, Elektra.
All right, you've been
it's
using this war as an excuse since the day I met you, and you still haven't told me a goddamn thing about
The
it.
shit we're dipping into is ancient. Back then, warlords and their gangs ruled the countryside. They found the secret.
What secret?
Immortality. Bringing the dead back to life.
Come on, Stick.
I thought you were a Catholic, Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie.
Doesn't your whole belief system hinge on one guy pulling that off?
Yeah. Seriously.
So, free from the fear of death, they grow in size, power, spread across Asia, and finally give themselves a name. Yaminote.
Yamanote.
It means the hand.
That's why he keeps cutting hands off?
And did they have a goal?
To keep their hands.
Weapons.
Guns, bombs?
Worse. Thing called a black sky.
So what to do this?
So one
black
weapon.
sky?
Hand comes into his village, kills everyone, almost. Kid pulls the knife from the breast of his dead mother and goes to work. He cuts down some of the Hand's finest warriors. They're lying dead. They give him a name. The Chaste.
The Chaste.
In this fairy tale,
I believe him.
you're the chase, right? Is that it?
That's why I didn't tell you. Elektra works for me.
For how long?
Penetrated Mr. Castle's skull in the lower right quadrant. Sphinofrontal suture, which is the cranial suture between the sphenoid bone and the frontal bones, both here and here.
I believe what my expert witness is trying to convey is that my client Frank Castle was shot, point blank, execution style, in the head.
Is that leading the witness?
Mr. Castle is suffering from what we call sympathetic storming. It can plunge a seemingly peaceful individual into mental and emotional chaos.
Sure sounds a lot like PTSD.
Yeah, it does.
Could you define it for the jury, please?
Extreme emotional disturbance.
Objection calls for a conclusion.
Overruled.
Oh.
How many of your other patients witnessed their families being brutally murdered right in front of them?
He's the only one.
And so would you say the circumstances surrounding Frank's mental state is different than those of your other patients?
I would.
Kind of makes him sound like he's not an expert then.
What exactly would that difference be, in simple terms?
Frank Castle's been through hell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You killed my dad! I don't give a shit what you've been through! You killed him! Now he's gone!
Was your dad a terrible person?
Every one of you to disregard that outburst.
They need to start bringing in people who were saved by Frank. Have the court filled with those people.
That kid, I took his father from him. I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but was his dad a freaking murderer? Who was his dad? The kid had red hair, so I have to assume it was the Irish mob.
The jury has to know what happened to you, what you go through every single day. After this afternoon,
What do you think's gonna happen?
look, that might not be important to you, but it is important to me. All of them, they all think that you're a monster. But I know that you're not. You're not.
That's because you're amazing, Karen.
You sure about that?
Yes.
What if I find these men that did that to my family? And what if nothing changes?
I don't think it is.
He'll take the stand.
This guy's a murderer. He's killed fathers and brothers. You heard that, kid? Why are we helping him?
They were freakishly terrible people.
We get Matt to do the questioning.
No.
Yes.
No. You're doing great.
No, Matt would be better with the questioning.
There's some things that I'm better at, and there's things that he's better at. This is something that he'll be better at.
He's barely spent 2 seconds with Frank.
That's not true.
Matt is the right person to question Frank. He just is.
Gotta go with your gut.
Okay. I'll get him.
If somebody died in your bed, would you keep the mattress? I would not. If I could buy a new one.
I'm sorry.
Well, let me know your thoughts on that.
Was it fate? Was it luck? Or was I a mission?
Mission.
Wow.
Stick trained me a long time. Like he trained you. He's not a sentimental man, but he wanted you back.
Stick told me about some secret Japanese organization.
They won't stop until they've infiltrated your whole city. Killed every last member of the Chaste. We live on the front lines. Like it or not.
It doesn't mean we have to fight Stick's way. He kills his enemies.
They're trying to kill you.
But it's a choice, and it's a choice that I remake every single day.
Matthew, there are things about me you don't know.
I don't need to know.
I want you to.
I don't care. Whatever you've done in the past. Elektra, whoever you've chosen to be, you're free now. All right, you could have killed those men at the hole, but you didn't. Because you're not Stick.
No, because you distracted her.
No, I have no reason to trust you. You've lied to me more times than I can count. But if you leave Stick, be with me. Fight this war.
Oh, I thought he meant romantically.
There's a light inside you. I tried to snuff it out in college. I'm so lucky I failed.
What a sweet thing to say.
Someone's here.
Karen.
Got company.
Karen's gonna be... Yep.
Hi. Let's go somewhere.
No,
So
why?
that we can talk.
I don't want to.
I know this looks crazy, but it's really not.
It doesn't matter. Frank Castle's going to take the stand tomorrow, and your friend could use your help. That's all.
You're making it worse. How come there are no people in this city whose lives were made better because all those people died?
Karen, I'm so sorry.
Foggy wants to walk through some things with you.
Shouldn't you have been preparing Frank?
Yeah, you wanted me here.
Wow. Let's be clear. We need to get Frank to tell a story in a way that keeps him out of prison and alive.
Out of prison. I agree.
Why don't you put all that torture you put me and Karen through to good use?
We about ready?
They
one
should
more
just
moment, Your Honor.
go over all the crimes that all the people that Frank allegedly killed
Yeah.
have committed.
Here's the play.
Yeah, Your Honor, the defense would like to call Frank Castle to the stand.
Oh, he looks so nice in his suit.
Tell me what's going on.
Frank's wearing a suit.
There are people
He looks better than I ever have, and he's not even wearing a tie.
who go Frank. Free Frank. Yes. Yes. Lammy. We should have made a sign. Doesn't that sway the jury? How can you have an impartial jury? Excuse you.
Something's not right.
No turning back now.
No. Something's not...
Solemnly swear that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Someone's gonna try and kill him.
Please state your name for the record.
Frank Castle.
What's your middle name? What if he says something and Frank realizes that they've spent an evening on a rooftop together?
Been called a killer incapable of empathy or remorse. Frank, we've heard a lot about neurochemistry and psychology and all things unfolding scientifically and otherwise inside your brain. But I just have one question I want to ask. What happened that day? The day your family was so tragically killed?
That is such an open-ended question. What?
It's okay, Frank.
No.
I understand it's difficult.
What?
Because I don't think you understand shit.
Like permission to treat the witnesses hostile, Your Honor?
Granted.
Granted. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what kind of man you are. You're the kind of man this city needs. Because this city's been sick. And the cops, they can't fix it alone.
How is this a question?
The ones our esteemed district attorney here is trying so hard to destroy.
Yes.
New York needs these people. We need heroes.
Order.
But also there was no question in there.
And the hope that they provide. Frank Castle wanted to help, but he took it too far.
This is like a closing argument.
And he broke that law many, many times.
I thought you were arguing he didn't.
Frank Castle is actually a good man, and he doesn't need punishment for that. He needs help. That's the kind of man Frank Castle is.
Who just said
And
yeah?
now you have to decide what kind of jury you want to be. No further questions.
You didn't ask any that was a closing argument.
People. Ones that put down people I killed.
You're admitting it on the stand that you killed them? Oh,
I want you to
God.
know that I'd do it all again. I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did. Hell, I loved it! I'm itching to do it again.
Who are you?
You people, you call me the Punisher, ain't that right? You are!
Remove the witness.
I am the Punisher! You can kiss my ass! You hear me?
What did that Oh, this police officer.
Foggy.
Karen, let him go.
I don't want to hear
Karen, can I talk to you for 5 seconds, please?
Another bullshit excuse. Maybe you are an alcoholic. Maybe you're in a fight club. Maybe you are sleeping with a whole harem of women. I don't care. I'm done. You're right. The city really needs heroes. But you're not one of them.
Wow.
You gotta feel like shit. Go back to bed.
No.
You can't be with him.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You can't change what you are.
Matthew thinks I can, and I believe him.
I'm so worried she's gonna, like, open up a wound.
Get out. Go.
When he finds out what you are, what you've always been. Haven't told him yet, have you?
I can't protect myself.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Enough with these amateurs. Time to get the band back together. Head to the wall.
Where's Stick?
I made my choice. You didn't like it. The only person in this world who believes I'm good.
Oh.
You lost more than just a case.
I didn't lose you.
How does this work? You and me.
But we're gonna figure it out.
This relationship is becoming...
Right now, you need to rest.
So sweet. I like seeing where her character is going.
I'm gonna find him. And when I do, I'm gonna...
The poison. You should stab him with one of his own arrows. He saw your identity.
What did you do?
This is who I am.
Well, you gotta give it a little longer than that.
Do you still want me?
Who got to you, Frank? They're allowed to throw things? How much weight is that? No way. No way. No.
I see you got my message.
Will someone just murder him already? Because I am not okay with him existing. Oh my god, no, Frank, you threw everything away for this guy? I'm so mad. No. Frank had an opportunity. He had an opportunity for the jury to maybe just not say he was guilty. All I have to say is I liked Matt's argument. I liked the argument that all the people that Frank killed were bad people. My argument would have just been to bring up the rap sheet of all the people that Frank had killed. Oh, this person had abducted a child. This person had assaulted that woman. All you have to do, bring it up and then be like, you're claiming allegedly that Frank killed all these people? Big whoop. I know that that would never work in like a real courtroom because we do not have a system where being a vigilante is praised, okay? But this is fictional. And that's how I would have wanted it to go. And instead, Wilson Fisk. Well, I did suspect that maybe Frank would be able to like break out of prison somehow. I have a feeling that Fisk is like planning some kind of prison break or something. Anyway, I like Frank and I don't like Wilson and I don't want them working together. This is a complicated show and my emotions regarding the show are complicated as well. And can we also just say good on KP for rejecting Matt's excuses? Although I don't blame Matt. Matt's been going through a lot. They're all going through a lot. There just needs to be a little more honesty and a little less Wilson Fisk. Make sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoy this content, and remember, you can always watch full-length reactions with me on my Patreon. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.